Yeah, right, guys. Ugh. There's no script. Usually I have notes. Not a script, but I usually have notes. There's no notes, which usually points towards the direction of self-loathing episode and an episode of just mumbling and repeating shit. So, let's do a mumbling, repeating, self-loathing episode. Work was okay today. Work was okay today. I got loads of anxiety and shit about the Gaia thing. It's just constantly in my fucking head. I'd like, I just, the one that's getting me at the moment. It's like if she's seeing somebody, like we made a promise. We both made a promise. If you're seeing somebody, just let the other person know so they can kind of, you know what? I'm going to move this camera. Oh, there we go. So the other person can just, I don't know. I don't know. But I've been thinking about that a lot. Like, is she doing it? Would she tell me anyway, or was she just waiting till after April because she wants to protect me because she does care? And then I'm just like, I've been thinking about this thing tomorrow I talked about. I don't think I'm going to do it. I really am. I'm not ready for that. I know it's innocent. I know it's just a thing, and I just don't think I'm ready for that. I'll decide in the next couple of hours because I don't want to piss her off. She's a nice person. I don't want to piss her off, and like I said before, she knows the situation. Um, but yeah, I don't think I'm ready for that. And I made not a mistake. It's not a mistake. I went through some old photos um, of one of our holidays. Me and Gaia when we went to Istanbul um, last May. Was it last May? I think it was last May, and it was fucking amazing because Istanbul's a city which has always been close to my heart. I've been very lucky enough to go there multiple times since I was a kid and all through adulthood. And it was nice me showing her somewhere, opposed to her showing me around Italy. And it just made me, I don't know, it's really got me. It really fucking got me. What's that Blossom song we spoke about before? Don't look at old photos, they'll only make you sad. I think that's one of the lines. Yeah, it didn't make me sad. Just seeing her face. She's so beautiful, and just seeing her fucking eyes. Just, you forget that smile, you forget the smile. The first thing you forget is the sound of a voice. Apparently that happens when people lose loved ones. The thing that first goes is remembering hearing what their voice sounded like. But with Guy, it's just like a smile. Like I saw her smiling at me, um, and in these photos, and Jesus fucking Christ, do I miss that smile? And she's so pretty and she's so beautiful, and I just fucking hate myself how I took that for granted. I took her for granted. I warned you guys, there's no fucking funny. There's been a bit of development on the money job thing, but again, I've got to be really, really careful about what I talk about until things have progressed, or things are done, or are sealed. Um, but I'm going to go meet somebody the second Tuesday of April. Um, might be something to do with that. There are negatives to it. I'll tell you one thing we'll talk about: making decisions because of money. It never ends well. So I'll tell you about a situation. When I was in London, I was in one of the best house shares ever this beautiful house. We had a jacuzzi. Yeah, we had a fucking jacuzzi. Just outside Hammersmith in West Kensington. Barons Court for you West Londoners. Right near Queen's Tennis Club. And it was brilliant. And I had friends who lived there, and I loved it. I loved it. But an opportunity came up to go and be head chef of a hotel in South London, a place called Carshalton, near Croydon. A really nice hotel. I think it's where Henry VIII put one of his wives, one of the divorced ones, not one of the ones. He didn't just put a head in a hotel. That wouldn't be good. The TripAdvisors would be appalling. But I decided to go because it was a really good salary, but also free accommodation. And really quickly, and we're not talking over a period of like 4 or 5 months, we're talking within a month, because when you're living where you work, you're in a bubble, and hospitality and especially hotels can be a bubble anyway. You're working inside a world within a world. Yeah, we get it, Steve. That's what a bubble means. We get it. And really quickly, it went to shit. Like, really went to shit. Mental health, drug use. Like, I would go back to my house flat and just do cocaine on my own, like, every night, because there was nothing else to do. Because you're in the middle of nowhere and all you have is work. And you're always on call. And there's no escapism. You're not going home and having a glass of wine. You're going upstairs and having a glass of wine, you know? And so I've always been cautious, always been really, really put off by that experience about the whole free accommodation thing. And but I'm a lot older now. Like, how old would I be now? That was like 10, 11 years ago. So maybe once you've had your fingers burnt once, you might be a bit more mature to deal with the situation. And also about location. You know, if you're living at work and you're in a city centre, well, then the dangers of being in a bubble are a lot less because you have that escapism. But if you're in the middle of nowhere, like I was in South London, and those dangers can appear real quick. Yeah, it wasn't good. It was really, really fucking bad. And also, when you decide maybe the time is to leave that job, you're not just leaving a job, you're leaving a house as well. So it's like double stress, double whammy. So yeah, I don't know. It's there's some real big decisions I need to make soon. Some real big decisions. I'm just going back to the guy thing, and I think maybe it's just because it's been one of those days. Actually, it's not. It's been like this for ages. I am really anxious about seeing her in 10 days, 10 days, 11 days. Fucking hell, do you remember when we were living together and I'd go, 20 more nights together, 20, 20 more mornings together, 9 more mornings together, 8 more nights together. And it was like this doomsday clock ticking over to when I'd eventually say goodbye to her. Firstly, that seems fucking ages ago. But now I've got this clock now. 10 more days till I see her. 10 more sleeps until I see her. Yeah. But I'm really anxious about it. I'm really anxious about it because I know, like I've said the last few times, I will know enough from the first time I see her pretty quickly. pretty quickly I'll see the eyes and I'll know if it's good news or bad news, and but I don't want to overthink it, and I don't want the Saturday is going to be amazing. But yeah, I also don't want to feel like I did 4 weeks ago. Those those first 2 weeks, like things are still really bad. They are really bad, but they're getting better, and I suppose I don't want to feel that level of pain again. Um, but I also knew this was the risk in staying in Manchester and eventually trying to win her back and saving the relationship, or even saving a friendship. I knew that journey, that road is bumpy, and there's going to be setbacks and there's going to be rejection along the way. But you don't give in, you stick to the plan. I'll tell you what though, there's a restaurant. I can talk about this, can I? Some things are best for surprises. No, it's not a surprise because I'd have to discuss it with Gaia anyway. On the Sunday, which she's incredibly, to my utter fucking surprise, has agreed to see me as well. I was thinking about alternatives, say, if the weather's shit, about where we could go to eat in the evening. And there's a restaurant we've always wanted to try, and I was on their Instagram today. I'll tell you what it's called. Phoenix. It's called Phoenix, and it's like high end, like fucking high end, judging by the prices, really high end Greek restaurant. And usually when I look at a menu, especially when it's that high end, I'm not easy. That's what she said. Oh God, I can't believe I just did that. I'm so sorry. I'm not that easy, and Gaia fucking knows that. And it's like maybe, oh, there'll be one or two. If there's two mains I can have, it's a fucking result. This menu, I could eat 90% of it. It's just fucking incredible. Go and check it out. Phoenix. So if you know Manchester, it's a little bit further down from Blue's Kitchen. And yeah, I really want to book that night. I want to book a table there for that Sunday. But I need to run that past her. What else have we got for you? Don't look at old photos. Makes you sad. But yeah, I can't fucking wait to see her, despite the anxiety and the worry. I wonder how, again, a lot of this is because I don't know. It's like, oh, should I say this? Just in case she is watching. So she just put a photo on Instagram. And she's having a glass of wine at home, like this. And I'm there looking at a reflection in a fucking glass. Who else is there? It's not that weird. It's not that weird. It seems weird, but actually, if you put it into context and someone's really missing someone and someone is pining to see that person, you're gonna think too much. And as we know, I'm sure she is dating. I'm 99.9%. I'm 100% certain she's dating. But it's things in your head. You're like, I don't know. Should I stop while I'm ahead? I always try and leave on a positive. We think of a funny story. So this is where I've got no notes. Usually I have this little black book behind me. Oh, I'm off to the gym tomorrow morning. Gym. Yep. Going to one near here. It's a boxing gym. I went last week. Not quite as aggressive as it sounds. It's a boxing gym. There's not much boxing happening. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Try to think, is there anything funny to tell you? Is there anything funny? I don't think there is. Okay, guys, I'm going to go and do 100 sit-ups and work on that six-pack. This thing is annoying, by the way. The stand's great, but this thing is annoying. It flashes blue at me. Okay, right, have a great night, guys. Bye-bye.